to get ready for painting watercolor. So I measure the width, so that 15 centimeters here and there, 30 in total. 15 centimeters will be for the middle line. Here as well I'll mark 15 centimeters. I'm not going to make a big portrait, although I often use A3. Here I'm going to make a smaller portrait and make the same size as we were drawing the sketch, with the same measurements, so that we will go step by step once again all the stages of building a portrait drawing. And repeat all the proportions. So first I make the middle line, that is straight in the middle of paper, vertically. Likewise I will measure this part. So here we have 20 centimeters. I find the middle, that is 10 centimeters, and so I'll make it here, and I show these bones. And the height of neck, again, you see from bridge of nose to the chin, it's a half of a face. I make it slightly shorter here, you see, just a bit shorter, because I just like it visually like this. But you can remember that in fashion illustration you can make the neck longer if you want, and if you want to make your illustration kind of fashion style, then you can make a longer neck. So I add a bit more detail to the ear. I make a slightly pointed ears just because I like it. I like this shape. I show this little protruding part in front of the ear, just like my personal style. I like to show a bit of detail on the ear, and here I show the thickness of an ear on top. This is one of my favorites. It's quinacridone red. It's one of my main red colors in my palette, transparent oxide red. That's such a brownish color I use for the hair and for the shadows. And then I use violet, that's 532 or permanent violet, which I don't have in a tube, I have it in a pan, I can show you. So I use them, either this one or that one. And all the colors that I'm going to use in this lesson you can of course find in a separate part of the video when I'll tell you how to paint the skin. So I hope that you have already watched it, by the way, and hope that it was helpful. So to start with, I want to show you my palette. It's a palette from Italiano. You can see a lot of stickers on it, so it's so personalized. It's quite dirty, but this time I've washed it for the lesson, so I'll show you the colors that I use. This palette I have been using for great many years, so here I have the best choice. These three pink ones, permanent violet, transparent oxide red, and so the first color for the skin is always such a transparent one. Then we add all these colors and we add also brown, and we get a slightly more saturated color. And so like this, with these gradients we can paint the skin. If we are going to add hair, we also add violet, then mix it with brown, for example. So we'll get such a nice, really saturated color for the hair. So now, these mixtures you need to make on your palette. so you won't have to pick it up a lot of times. So now we just make a really nice wash